think it's time. Let's go ahead and get this thing on the road, where if you look at cat cam, you'll notice that there's a shadow or an ear now peeking around on the right side of your screen, because for some reason, you know, why go ahead and get into the whole damn thing when we can just be off to the side? But anyways, welcome your heads and faces and bodies back into another week of my big fat journey, where today is an unfortunate day where I'm going to say I'm on a damn roller coaster and I want off this fucking ride, okay? I'm getting sick and tired of being on this damn ride, because it's not only... it's kind of an emotional roller coaster. Let's get into the numbers. Because if you look at the numbers this week, we're up a pound. A single pound. Just like 2 weeks ago. Basically a pound. We're up 1 damn pound, okay? And it's annoying. It's very, very, very freaking annoying whenever that happens, because it just kind of fucks with you a little bit on the psychological level, and when you're just like, did everything again as I should. Last week was great. 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago was great. But now we're back up a pound. So next week, what's going to happen? Are we going to be down 3, 4, 5 pounds? Maybe we'll only be down a pound and we'll be right back to where we were originally. I don't know. But it sucks. Now, the only thing that I can say about this whole damn journey with this last week is I did everything the same. There's been zero change. Some of the meals have changed, but the consistency of like what's in that meal never really changes. The carb counts are always the same. The fat quantity is always the same. Everything has been the same. The only thing that really does suck is I still am not including these in my night diet. I don't know why. It's like I go with just having water. I don't usually have a night snack. I don't even have those. And I don't know why it is that I keep forgetting to have them. So I'm going to move those out of this damn office. I'm going to put them in a different location where I walk by a little bit more often. And we're going to see if I can remember to include those for this next week a little bit better. Because if I can include those, I think that that's supposed to be the key. I swear by those things in the past. But it's just getting this stupid ticker up here to freaking remember. Have the damn Parmesan crisps. So we'll kind of see how that's going. But that whole 249 that's down that way, that down there, that 249 question mark. I mean, it's still not impossible, but it'd be interesting to see where the heck we land when March comes around. It'd be nice if we're back in the 240s, because that means I'm back in my extra larges, and I would love to get back there at some point. But we'll just have to wait and see. For right now, though, I am right here. I guess it was a solid week. It was a solid week, and I got to tell someone new, someone I had never really met before online. I got to tell him my whole story, and he was like, "Wow, that's really inspirational." Saw some of the photos, and he was like, "You were seriously fucking impressive." And it's one of those things of like, yeah, what I've done has been impressive, especially year 1 with 200 pounds. That was an impressive freaking year. But then I keep on looking at the slow progress that we've had ever since. It's just been I don't know. I feel like I should have been done with this journey a while ago. And I'm ready to be done with this journey. I think that's the hardest part, is I'm ready to be done and start adjusting into that next portion of my life. But I just can't get to that point. It just sucks. Doesn't mean that I'm defeated. Doesn't mean that I'm not strong-willed to keep on going with this. But I'm tired. I am tired of like grinding for this and then having that pound gain. It sucks. It really does suck a lot. And eventually we'll get to that point of where it won't be a thing anymore and it'll just be consistently happy. But until we get to that point, it's rough. It's rough. This was just a rough week. Because I'm just like, everything went right. I actually didn't even weigh myself through the week because I was like, I'm just confident that everything's going to be good. And then I got on the scale this morning and I was like, well, son of a bitch. Because I was really thinking it was going to be 250s this week. I was really thinking it was going to be 250s again. I hate not being able to fit into my clothes properly still. I think that's the biggest thing that sucks. Is like I have this whole line of clothing that I love so much. And a lot of it is winter apparel, and I can't wear it right now. And that is the biggest thing that sucks. But it is what it is. I'm still not willing to go to a gym. And I think that's the biggest thing. If I was a little bit more willing to go to a gym and get that exercise, things would be different. But right now, I'm just not to that point. I'm just looking forward to being able to do my solo runs again. Get on the chat. Why am I getting on the chat? Oh, Josh is here. Oh, hey, Josh. And what? Well, what the hell? Yeah, I don't have audio working for some reason. Do I track sodium intake? I don't. I never really thought about that. If I'm thinking about what I had this week, I would definitely say that sodium was definitely an intake this week, an increase. Okay, you might be on to something. Well, I'll track the sodium this week. Yeah, I'm on the chat. I see the message, but yeah, I'll definitely check the sodium this week. If I can keep the sodium relatively low, we have another good weight loss. Maybe you're onto something there. But yeah, it was just an emotional one. Yeah, I can't wait for spring and summer to start, because once spring and summer start, it's just gonna be a beautiful thing being able to start running again. Because like I said, I want to do like 10 5Ks this year, maybe a 10K, if that's a push. But that'd be nice to be able to do another one of those again. But I want to do some more 5Ks. So honestly, I think that's gonna do it for me this week. There's nothing else too much to report on. So yeah, sodium is definitely a big water retention thing, because like when I go off of my keto breaks, I have a lot of sodium. I have a lot of sodium and a lot of carbs, and it's just a sponge. That's all that is. It's just a sponge. So yeah, I'll definitely try and see if I can reduce the sodium intake. I think I got a plan for that. I know I have some meals that are like really, really natural that I can do that have like no sodium in them. So we'll try that. We'll try a really, really low sodium week, and we'll see what happens with that. I think that'll work. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me though this week. Like I said, just a little bit of a bummer week, but we'll get back on it. Like I said, I'm not too discouraged to be like, fuck it, I'm taking a cheat weekend. No, I'm very much still strong. It's just a roller coaster. I hate seeing the roller coaster keep on happening. So if next week comes out to be another 5-pound loss, I mean, it's just the dip again, and you're like, wee, and then you go back up and you're like, oh, and then you go wee again. It's just, that's how this diet goes sometimes. But just so long as we can get there in the end. Like I said, by this summer, I would like to be there in the 230s again, but I don't think it's going to happen. So we'll just have to see. That's going to do it for me, though, this week. Thank you very much, Will, for coming out and giving me that suggestion on doing a low sodium week. Like I said, I don't think there's going to be any problem with doing that this week. I'll actually get some stuff out of the freezer as soon as I end stream, get that stuff going. And thank you, Josh, for coming out. That was much appreciated. You usually are only on the Twitch. It's nice having you out over here, the different landscape. But I will see you guys back here next week. Hang on a second. Because I have this kind of working now. I just have to reset it. Because I have... There she is. There she is. Don't you try and hide from me.